Assalamu alaikum girls. We are starting chapter number 2, History grade 7. The title of this chapter is The Medieval Worlds. The title of chapter number 1 and 2 is same as in both chapters. We are studying about the Middle Ages. The Middle Ages started from 5th century and it ended in 14th century AD in the history of Europe. We are going to study about rise of Christianity in Rome. The Christianity, the religion of Christianity was born in Jerusalem, because this is page 27 of chapter 2 history book grade 7. Hopefully you have got the print of these chapters, and on page 27 you can see this map, although it's not very clear because it's the print of book, black and white print of book. This is the area called Jerusalem and it is located in Israel, which is a Jewish land in Middle East. This is Mediterranean Sea and this is Black Sea. The countries located along these seas, this area is called Greco-Roman world. The areas where Greek civilization and Roman civilization developed. The Christ, Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, was born in Jerusalem, and with the passage of time, Christianity, the message of Christianity spread to the European countries, and soon Christianity became a dominant religion of these areas. So Christianity flourished and the Roman Empire emperors embraced Christianity, and they played an important role in the development of Christianity in these areas. Girls, now let's have a look on the hierarchy of Christianity. Hierarchy means different ranks of Christianity. Roman Catholic Church, how did it function? The Roman Catholic Church functioned in this way. The top position was occupied by Pope. Under him many cardinals worked. Under cardinals archbishops worked. Under him were bishops, and under bishops worked priests. Catholics were common believers of Christianity. Any priest could rise to the position of Pope by working his way up. He could gain the status of Pope. Pope was a very dominant, he had a very dominant role in the political life of the Middle Ages. He had a very influential political role. The kings cooperated with him and they needed the help of Pope. I'm giving you an example that King Charlemagne of France was the most powerful ruler of the Roman Empire during that time. He was crowned as Frankish emperor in 800 AD by the Pope Leo III. It means that the emperors at that time needed the support of Pope to work, and they always cooperated with Pope. Pope had a great role. He had a great influence in the political life of Middle Ages. Now girls, you have a question. This is long question number 2 in the exercise of chapter number 2, and the question is, what was the role of Catholic Church in the lives of common people? It is discussed here in the following ways. To live an ideal life, men and women formed communities called monasteries. Now monastery is a new word for you. Monastery means a religious place, a place where a religious class works for teaching and preaching of any religion. So it was thought that if a man or a woman wants to live an ideal life, they should join the church. The men often got the higher ranks in church. They became bishops or priests or cardinals, and women became nuns. Nun means a woman who leaves worldly pleasures and devotes herself only for worship of God. Another impact of Catholic Church on the lives of common people was that the Catholic Church became very rich and powerful. How did it become rich and powerful? Because people gave the church 1/10 of their earnings in taxes. So the church collected taxes from people and it became very rich. People had to pay the church for various ceremonies such as marriages. People had to pay a marriage tax to church, so the church became rich. People also paid fines or gave land to church to purify themselves. It means that if a person committed any sin and he wanted to get his sins forgiven, he had to pay a fine or give land to church. So in this way he purified himself. The church owned about 1/3 of the land in Western Europe, but it did not have to pay any tax. So in this way church collected a huge amount of money. It became very rich. Another role played by church was that I already told you in previous chapter that the only nobility, rich people or the influential people or the children of political leaders could get education in Middle Ages. But a positive aspect of these schools, these religious schools, was that they later grew into early universities in Europe. These religious schools became universities in Europe at the end of Middle Ages. So this was a very positive aspect of the role of Catholic Church in the lives of common people.